Welcome back, it's me, Lou. I'm here for another action figure unboxing and review, and today from Spin Master in their 12-inch DC line, we are featuring Batman vs. Bane in the Batman Adventures. This includes 14 different accessories, and as you can see, this is a huge box that doesn't really fit underneath my camera. You're getting a 12-inch scale Bane and a 12-inch scale Batman, and I am really excited for the Bane action figure. I think their take on Bane looks really cool. It's kind of like a callback to the Arkham Origins video game from back in the day, and for me that gets me really giddy because I love that design. On the back of the box, you have Batman and Bane duking it out, both decked out in all their armored accessories. And then, as the box indicated, there's 14 different pieces of armor, and they are as follows. We have, it looks like a riot shield for Batman, Batman's chest armor, his finned gauntlets, a utility belt, looks like a batarang, and then for Bane, or no, I take it back, for Batman, it looks like he has some sort of holster and maybe shin guards. For Bane looks like he has chest armor. He has venom injected tubing, and I think these might be over here venom canisters. So yeah, pretty cool. I got this on Amazon. As of today, it's December 30th, 2023, and this just came out, I believe, last week, and I just recently got it in the mail. So let's take this out. And how are we going to do that? This is a giant box. Alright, just give me a moment. I'm trying to figure out how to do this. Alright. So if you've been to my channel before, you'll know that I'm a fan of the 12-inch Spin Master action figures. Spin Master, I think they've really done a good job of doing the 12-inch DC line. Taking up the reins from where Mattel left off. And Mattel had that, they had those beautiful 12-inch True Moves action figures, which were just phenomenal. Alright, there we go. Wow, this is looking really, really cool. Alright, so we have two wonderful looking 12-inch action figures. We have Batman over here, and then we have this awesome Bane. I love this Bane figure. This looks incredible. Just look at that. And then we have all their accessories. Let's try not to misplace them. Batman's chest armor. The holster for Batman. We have some venom injected tubing for Bane. In this tissue covered wrapping, we have Bane's body armor. I'm not sure what these pieces are. Looks like they might attach together, I think. We'll set these aside. We have Batman's finned gauntlets over here. Batman's shield and cape. This is one of those deals where if you have children, chances are they're probably going to lose all these accessories in a short period of time. It's almost like a Barbie doll. You know, if you have anyone that has Barbie dolls, you'll know that, you know, within a short period of time, all the clothes come off, all the jewelry, shoes, and whatnot comes off, and next you know, Barbie's just running around naked. You know, this might be the case with Batman and Bane. So, and then lastly we have the pair of shin guards for Batman. Alright, so to the best of our abilities, let's try to get this all put together. Let's start with Batman first, because I have a feeling Batman's going to be the easier of the two. So here we have the Dark Knight, and I wonder if there's any specific order this goes in. So let's attach his... before we look at it, let's take a look at the sculpting real quick. So for a 12-inch action figure, this thing is incredibly detailed. You know, I sometimes think collectors kind of scoff at these, but these are actually really nice. Even though they're aimed at children, I think the quality and the level of detail is still there. You have an articulated head. The arms move, they go outward. There's a bicep cut, elbow bend, elbow swivel, articulated wrists. Right there, and then they even bend also. Mine's a little stiff. Cut mid-torso, right here. It doesn't... I don't want to force it, but it doesn't really want to move all that well. At least on my figure. But like I said, I don't want to force it at this moment. Legs kick up, they kick outward. Bend at the knee, and it feels like it's ratcheted, which is nice. So hold a pose. Articulated ankles. And let's get Batman dressed up. It kind of bothers me that the diaphragm articulation feels kind of tight. And I don't know how sturdy this ball joint is. So if it's a ball joint even. So, I mean, I really want to twist it, but at the same time, I don't want to break it. So just err on the side of caution. Yeah, mine's kind of stiff. Let's snap on his armor. Let's get his chest piece on first. And where's the back piece? Here's the back piece. You'll notice it pegs in also. Wow, this is incredibly cool. For a child's toy, I think that's something that we kind of miss out on, being like much more serious collectors. Like, there's not as much of an emphasis on accessories. I mean, granted, if you collect Marvel Legend, there is. But with other things like, you know, McFarlane's DC Multiverse, it's not like you get to play dress up with your action figures. And there's something cool about this, you know, as we're assembling it, you know, putting on his cape and then his gauntlets. I don't know, there's just something really fun about being able to, you know, get Batman all geared up, getting him ready for his war on crime. Alright, there's that. Wow, this looks really neat. I'm digging this a lot. Here's his holster, which on the instructions looks like it mounted onto this leg. Alright, I hope I'm getting this all on camera properly too. I'm not really paying attention to my filming as I'm doing this, so hopefully this video isn't a complete waste. Alright, so we have that on. Here's his shin guards. I kind of think that the Arkham video games kind of really revolutionized Batman's look and kind of brought him into the modern era. You know, prior to the Arkham games, it was always thought of that Batman just wears a lot of spandex and stuff, but I think the Arkham games kind of took a cue from the Christopher Nolan Batman movies and gave Batman's armor a little bit more, I don't know, sense of reality. You know, instead of... no one's going to really run around in spandex to protect themselves. So the idea of him wearing like tactical body armor makes a lot of sense. And it's nice too with all these pieces. As you can see, there's all these slots and all these tabs. So everything's going to hold in place and be nice and snug if you attach it properly. And it's turned out to look really cool. I'm surprised. I didn't think I'd like this as much as I would. Like, I primarily bought this for the Bane action figure because I'm a huge fan of Bane. And the fact that Bane kind of reminded me of the Bane from Arkham Origins kind of sweetened the deal. And for me, this Batman's just it's kind of like a bonus. It's really nice. I'm not sure if I'm doing this right, so I can't find the slot on this one. This is going to take me a little bit longer than I expected, which I don't want to do. There we go. That's in place. The cape's on. And then there's these pieces. I believe these are for Bane. I don't know what the hell this is. What the hell is this? Oh, this is for Bane. I take it back. Okay. So we have Batman all dressed up. Let's take a look at him real quick. Beautiful head sculpt. The armor pieces look awesome on him. Nice shade of gray and with good contrast against the black. Yeah, nice utility belt. There are the armored fins. He has his holster, and you can attach the Batarang to the holster like that for storage, which is cool. I dig that a lot. There's his shin guards. If anything, I kind of wish his gloves and boots would have been colored black. It's kind of distracting having it colored like a leather brown. But nonetheless, a really, really cool action figure. If you have little ones, you know, this is going to be an awesome toy for them to play with. If you're an older collector, I think this will take you back to your childhood, and you'll definitely have fun with it. And here's Batman's riot shield, which is nice. As you can see, everything has tabs, so you can kind of like attach pieces onto the different parts. So that's really cool. I dig that. A lot of thought and care went into this, and I can really appreciate the detail and effort to make these toys actually really, really fun. Alright, up next, lastly, we have Bane. Bane looks fantastic. I love this take on Bane. You know, we've seen Bane evolve with different looks throughout the years. You know, when he was first introduced in the comic books, he kind of looked like this swole luchador. And modern Bane is kind of like the embodiment of chaos, terror, and revolution. You know, he's much more methodical. And I love this look. It looks great. He kind of has like that crazy gimp mask. Yeah, this is fantastic. Look at the detail. This would have made an awesome action figure in like the McFarlane line. I love this design a lot. And if you want, you can, I guess, in some ways, if you're crazy, you could kind of like maybe blend this in with your McFarlane line, even though it's gigantic. If you've ever read the comics, you know, every now and then an artist will take certain liberties and just like exaggerate the size of the character. Like if you read, like, you know, back in the day, characters like Cable or the Hulk, they just be like these giant buildings of a character, and they just tower over everyone. You know, such is the case with Bane, I think. Bane's chest armor snaps on in front. Pretty self-explanatory. This pegs into place. On the back, he has these kind of like, I don't know what these are even supposed to be. They're part of his, you know, his Venom injection system. You plug into his back. And each one's keyed differently. So one will only fit on the left side, one will only fit on the right. And once it's in place, it's pretty tight. You could remove it, but it's pretty solid. A nice tight fit. And then on his belt, you could attach these canisters. You know, maybe it's more Venom. And which way is right side up? I'm not sure about that. If you don't know what Venom is it's kind of like the green fluid. It's a drug that kind of gives Bane his mass and muscle. And then these look like they attach, I think, to his forearms. And each one's keyed differently. One's for the left side and one's for the right. Nice tight fit on both of them. And then you plug the hoses into the canisters at the top of the shoulder. And what you have here is probably the coolest Bane figure ever. Even though it's not to scale with, like, you know, the McFarlane line or the older DC classics, there's just something about this interpretation of Bane that I think is amazing. Just look at that. It's friggin' beautiful. Nice head sculpt, beautiful body armor. It still has everything about Bane that you'd expect. He's nice, beefed up and swole, huge muscles, a lot of vascularity with the veins. The chest armor looks great. Look at the battle damage. Man, this is cool. And you get these neon green Venom tubings that connects to the gauntlet, to the canisters on his back. And it's so detailed. If you're a customizer, you're going to have a field day trying to repaint this thing. It is beautiful. It's chock full of lots of detail. And this is great. And he's also nicely articulated, as you can see, for a larger action figure. So yeah, this is definitely worth the value. Again, I purchased this on Amazon. You never know. Maybe I'm not sure if it's an exclusive, or if this will show up at like a Walmart or Target. But as of this recording, it's available in the U.S. through Amazon. So check it out if this interests you. And for me, this is great. I think this is one of the awesome purchases for me, at least towards the end of the year. It's a nice way for me to close off 2023. You know, I'm a big fan of Batman and Bane, and for me, this Bane is just awesome. And let's get Batman out again. And yeah, so 2 excellent renditions of both characters. Yeah, this is great. You're not going to be disappointed. So let's wrap this one up. Once again, my name is Lou. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. I greatly appreciate it. So until the next video, be safe, take care of yourself, buy lots of toys, and most importantly, be happy. And I'll see you at the next one. All right, later.